Hi, my name's Steve Bell. I'm 63 years old and I live in Windsor, California, Russian River Valley, ABA, and Sonoma County, California. And my best bottle moment was a wine actually that I produced. This wine is a 2005 Merlot, actually produced from this vineyard right here. This vineyard is owned by Joe Martin, a founder of St. Francis Winery. And at the time it was Merlot. It's been budded over to Pinot Noir, and I'll explain that in a minute, because in 2004, I think prefacing this, 2004 was the year that Sideways came out. We all know what happened in Sideways. Merlot sales dropped, Pinot Noir sales jumped. Well, in 2005 was a phenomenal year for growing grapes. The grapes were, there was a bumper crop from Merlot, but inventories in wineries were really high because Sideways had come out. So, Joe Martin, who was a good friend of mine, used to drive around back here in his little golf cart, and I called him one day and I said, Joe, I would like to buy 1/2 ton of grapes. And he looks at me and he goes, hey, I've got an excess of grapes. Would you like 10 tons? I looked at him and I said, ha, what am I going to do with 10 tons of grapes? It's, you know, I'm a home winemaker. And he goes, well, I tell you what, I'll give them to you if you give me half the wine. What an offer. I couldn't stop. And so I said, okay, fine, let's do it. Next day, 20 bins, 1/2 ton bins showed up in my backyard. And so about that started at that point 30 hours of crushing grapes, my little teeny stemmer crusher. And I called up every friend I had, and we just sat there and we worked for 30 hours. Well, it turned out these grapes were phenomenal quality, 2005 being a very, very wonderful year, vintage year. And the grapes, sugars were right, pH, TAs, phenolics, flavors were phenomenal. I've been a viticulturalist since 1977, so I know grapes. So in the wine that they produced, unbelievable, unbelievable. I produced a wine that I call O Merlot from these grapes. And we call it O, not because of O, but I call it O because it grabs your heart and you go, oh, when you taste it. Now, I also had, out of all this 10 tons, which makes about 25 barrels of wine, there was one barrel that I called, oh my gosh, this is unbelievable. I called it O2 because every time you grabbed it, you would go, oh, oh, it made 2 O's. So, anyway, that is my story. That is what made me become a winemaker, professional winemaker. I've made wine for friends and family. This is my story, and I share it with you.